There we go. What's up, y'all? Check this out. So in the past couple weeks, I've made some pretty drastic changes to my diet as far as what I eat and what I put into my food. But there's one thing in particular that I've noticed since I've taken completely out of my diet or cut it down drastically. It's caused me to see dramatic changes in my body. I'm telling you guys, I'm so excited. The crazy thing is, it's something really common that we use each and every single day. Pretty sure y'all want to know what I'm talking about, so let's get right into it. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel for all my New Nation supporters. If you're here for the first time, I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. This is NoEasyWayTV. My name is Zoe. So real quick, if you're one of those people that usually just lurks around, going from channel to channel, watching videos, that's cool. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I do it myself sometimes. But please, if you do feel the content, if you like what you see, first of all, hit that like button. Second of all, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell for notifications so you know every single time I drop a video, y'all. It's free, it's not gonna hurt you, and it benefits the creator, so I really appreciate that. All right, so like I said, for the past couple of weeks, a little bit over a month, I've made some drastic changes to my diet in hopes of changing my body around. I've been trying to cut down on my body fat percentage, so I've gone to some crazy extremes in my eyes that I'm not really used to. So I'm Nigerian, right? One thing about us Nigerians is we love flavorful food. So with that being said alone, this was hard for me to do. Salt, aka sodium. Now for the most part, we all know that a lot of salt is not good for your body. But me personally, I was ignorant to the fact of how bad it is. By me cutting back on my sodium intake, I started to see the results instantaneously. It was crazy how fast that happened. Just by drastically cutting back the amount of sodium I was taking in on a daily basis. Now, I'm not saying sodium or salt in its entirety is bad for you. Believe it or not, there are benefits to having sodium in your diet. For one, it balances fluids in the body. It's also necessary for muscle contraction, and probably most important, especially for people like me that are really active, it's an important source of electrolytes that your body needs. Now, I'm not gonna lie, right? Being somebody that's used to flavorful food, as of late, since I've cut sodium out of my diet, the food has become a little bit more bland, a little bit more boring. But when you're eating to get results and you're not necessarily eating for taste, it's more so for sustenance, more so for fuel for your body. When you look at things like that, then it makes it a little bit better. So I'm gonna assume that we've all worked out at least one time in our life, right? We've all done some kind of activity that's caused us to sweat. So if you've ever tasted your sweat, of course not intentionally, you can see that it tastes really, really salty, right? So having cut sodium drastically out of my diet, usually when I work out and some of the sweat gets in my mouth, I taste the sweat. Huge difference. Doesn't taste salty at all, just tastes like water. It's crazy. Interesting way to test out if you're taking in too much salt, taste your sweat. So I briefly talked about the benefits of sodium, but honestly the negatives far outweigh the positives, especially when you're taking in too much sodium. It can increase your blood pressure, which raises the risk of heart attack, stroke, heart disease, and a lot more. So what trips me out about this whole salt thing is the majority of our salt intake usually comes from foods that we would not expect at all. I'm talking about grains, meats, processed poultry, soups, and sandwiches. These are all top contributors to our salt intake. Now, you know what really tripped me out? Check this out. One slice of bread, one slice, can contain anywhere from 80 to 230 milligrams of salt. Just one. I'm just thinking back to when I was a little bit younger. I used to devour, I'm talking about crushed peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I used to have like 4 sandwiches at a time. 4 sandwiches, that's 8 slices of bread. Let's say worst case scenario, each slice of bread was 230 milligrams of salt, right? 230 times 8. 1,840 milligrams of salt. That's just in the bread. I used to go crazy with it, I'm telling you. One slice of pizza can have up to 700 milligrams of salt. It's insane. So after doing some research on the web, I came to know that too much salt can interfere with the body's natural process of stopping us from eating too much. Now, in all honesty, just to be totally transparent, in addition to cutting down on my salt intake, it really has a lot to do with being active. That means working out, eating properly, and eating sufficiently. A lot of people feel that starving themselves is the quickest way to lose weight. Y'all, that's the biggest lie that you can ever believe. It's important to fuel your body properly. It's important to get the proper proper nutrients, and it's super important, and I always preach this, make sure you're drinking enough water, at least half your body weight in ounces on a daily basis. You do that, make sure you exercise, make sure you cut down on your salt. I guarantee you are gonna see a drastic change in your body. Unfortunately, most of this is due to ignorance. A lot of us just came up maybe watching our parents cook, and we were never really taught properly to read the nutritional label, read exactly how much of what is in our food, what we're putting into our bodies is really important. Personally, me growing up, like looking at the nutritional label is never really something that I ever did. I never paid attention to it. But as you grow up, as you get wiser, your body starts to change up. And in efforts to find out why, you start to inquire, you start to do more research. You start realizing things like too much sodium can be detrimental to your health. One thing that we use a lot, chicken flavor. This is a major ingredient. I know that we put in a lot of things. We use it for chicken. We use it for our stews, for our rice, a lot of different things, right? So I was looking at the nutrition facts. Check this out. So 1 teaspoon of this, 820 milligrams of salt. Usually when we use this right here, we going by the tablespoons, you know what I mean? So like I said, unfortunately it's due to ignorance, but now that you do know, it's important to take the proper steps to make sure you're cutting down on the sodium. Look out for yourself, look out for your health. Nobody else has control over your health but you, so make sure you do everything you can to keep it in good standing, y'all. Now, if you're interested in knowing just exactly what I've been eating during this past couple of weeks that's helped me to shed pounds, shed fat, let me know in the comments, let me know, and I will definitely do a video letting you guys know every single thing that I eat in a day. For the most part, it's repetitive. Like I said, initially it seemed kind of boring, but there are different spices and things that you can add to your food to make it flavorful. So definitely, if you want to know more about that, just let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out the video. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new here. I greatly appreciate it. Also hit that bell for notifications so you know every single time I drop a video. New Nation, I appreciate you guys as always. No Easy Way.